Hey guys and girls, thanks for tuning in for another episode of the Detour Live. We knew that stage 9 of the Giro was going to be fireworks. We knew that there was going to be story threads, but we were obviously hoping for a better story thread around Simon Yates because unfortunately he's lost 11 minutes today. That pretty much rules him out of GC contention. Joined live as always by the man on the ground, the team mascot, Johnny Trevorrow. Obviously inside the camp, they must be gutted, mate.
Yeah, it's probably the good word for it, gutted. We're not actually with the team tonight, which was something that was planned. Jerry and his friends are leaving tomorrow, and Valentino Sciotti of Fantini Wines had kindly invited us to dinner. So we're always going out for tonight and staying away. And it's probably the night you wouldn't want to be sitting around the dinner table. Look, I saw all the guys at the finish, not the riders actually. I haven't seen any of them since the stage finished, but I saw all the team, and they are gutted. You know, they are a family, and from the mechanics to the Swanniers, they all feel the pain, and no one can. What do you can't even? You'll see a small interview with Whitey. He can't even answer it because he doesn't know what happened.
Well, the obvious signs would be, the knee injury, because as soon as it started to ramp up, just under 12K to go, you saw Yatesy fall off the back there. But, I mean, leading into the Giro, there was the lead-up race where he won the first stage, lost, I think it was about 11 minutes the second stage, and wins the third. So, it must be a hard process to then go back to the pens and paper and try and work out exactly what's going on.
Yeah, it's funny, that race you spoke about just 2 weeks ago. The hot day didn't suit him. Today was a hot day, it's 27 degrees. When you've had nothing much above 20, and then the type of terrain, it was very hot today. So, a tour rider has to be able to handle the heat, has to be able to handle the cold, has to be able to handle anything. He doesn't like the heat. I don't call 27 degrees that hot personally, but I was more worried about that little incident a couple of weeks ago than most other people seem to think about. Ooh, when you're rising great form, they don't have a day like that, but everyone said it's fine. And his form up until this point has been so good. Okay, he hurt his knee, still finished with them up Mount Etna. But obviously it wasn't 100%. But personally, I think it's something else. I think that might have been part of it, but we'll find out, I guess. He's a sensational bike rider, but I just curious to find out what someone said he went hunger flat. Shouldn't go hunger flat in these days. With all that's going on, with all the scientific feeding and everything they have. Going hunger flat is very bad management on someone's point. Management or the rider themselves for not taking what they're supposed to. But anyway.
Well, you'd think, I remember back in the day, all Whitey and guys like Lorenzo would say through the radio is, guys, make sure you eat and drink. And I would just, because I'd have to go through the vision, I'd be like, oh, mate, the amount of times you hear that make your bloody ears bleed. So that was always something that, particularly as a DS, you keep pumping into the riders.
Yeah.
And it has become more scientific. I was talking to Bills and he said, like, they literally work out your body weight and how much food you should be having at the finish, all this sort of stuff. So there's got to be something there. And obviously there's a process now trying to work that out. But for now, there's still a lot of bike races to go.
You showed that footage there of Simon slipping out the back at 12K to go. We were actually at 11K to go. Where they happened, around that next corner, we were parked giving out the bottles. So when he came past us, he was probably just a fraction further than that back, maybe another 100 metres. I went to give him a bottle. He just looked, he wasn't slowing down for a bottle. He was trying to get back. But I looked at him straight away and I thought, no, this Giro was done. There was right there and there. I knew it, but what do you do? I don't know. This is they put a team together to look after you because they really believed he could. his numbers showed that he could. And I mean, he nearly won it 3 years ago. Came here with probably the best form of his life 2 years ago when he had to leave with COVID. So it's become a bit of a quest for him. But it's not going to happen this year.
Well, we sort of spoiled the pre-race interviews because we've talked a lot about what happened on the race. So when you talk to the guys about being excited and, wanting to see how the stage pans out, it's probably a bit redundant now.
That's exactly true. But every one of our Detour fans watched the bloody race anyway. So,
all right. Well, let's talk about how excited people were before stage number 9. This is all the grabs if you got before the start.
Okay, 45 minutes before the start of stage 9 of the Giro d'Italia, and in front of the DSM bus, and I have Sports Director Luke Roberts. A big day for you guys today, mate.
Yeah, today's going to be the next big GC test. Finish we know from 2017. For Romain Bardet sitting in a good place at the moment. We hope that he can get through the day and be up there with those GC contenders. Be nice if we're even racing for the stage win there. Simon Yates also sitting in a good place, so still 2 cards we can move around a bit there. See how this stage unfolds. Probably a stage where we're not going to win the Giro with this stage, but it can be a dangerous one to lose time on. So we'll look to get through the day the best way possible.
It's the old cliche, of course, but do you realistically think that Romain can actually attack to win this stage?
Yeah, I think. It's a tough climb. It's a tough day. We have over 5,000 metres climbing in total, so today we'll really see who's got the legs to be up there among the GC contenders. Things will start to unfold a bit today, so he's in good shape. So if his shape is where we think it is, then he's definitely a contender to win the stage.
So be a major role for Chris Hamilton, our Aussie member of your team today.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Chris is huge value in stages like this. He knows. He's developed really well in this team over the last years, and has become a crucial player in the GC support. He knows exactly what they're looking for, what they need. Always together with his leader, and always taking care of him. And his work here is really appreciated. So a big day for him today.
Thanks, Luke, and good luck today, mate.
All right, thanks, John.
Okay, with me, Chris Hamilton with Team DSM. Chris, a big day for you today.
It is a big day for everyone though. We've got a pretty savage start on our hands as well, so it'll be interesting.
So what's your exact role today, mate?
Just looking after Simon and Ramon in the later part of the race, so making sure that they're in a good position going over the top of the second last climb, because it's a really long descent into the blockhouse, and then if you're too far back and you're caught behind splits and stuff like that, then you can spend so much more energy than you have to, and also it's just a lot safer at the front. So I mean, everyone's told to be at the front, so it can be pretty difficult sometimes, but it's always worth it in the end, isn't it?
So people are calling it the Queen stage. I think there's 3 Queen stages so far in this race, but what do you think will happen today?
I think a really strong break will go. There's going to be, it'll have to be the right combination though. We can't have the, GC guys getting in it and stuff like that. But I think a strong break will go, but I think the GC guys will fight for the win.
Thanks, mate. Good luck today.
No worries. Thank you.
Okay, so with me we've got Damien Howson, who has a major role today. How's it shaping up, mate?
Yeah, massive day. Heading into the rest day tomorrow. It's a 5,000 metre climbing extravaganza, I'm going to put it. Really difficult start. 3 Cat 3, Cat 2 climbs at the start. Coming, thick and fast for the first 38 kilometres. So there's still 30 guys within 5 minutes on GC, so I'm assuming a lot of those guys will take the opportunity to try snag a pink jersey, which makes the racing difficult to control. But ultimately, I'm expecting a big GC showdown on the final climb, and that's where we'll really start to see the GC take some shape and who's where.
Do you reckon a decent break will try and form?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a real hard start. I think, you're going to have some good climbing legs to be a part of the break. But as we saw the other day, it was probably one of the hardest starts I've been involved in. And when it's so hard, there's only very select few guys that can actually move. And so it could be a break of 15, 20 guys, but if it's really difficult, normally there's probably around the 10 guys that can get away and contest the stage maybe, but it can go either way.
Good luck today, mate.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Callum, big day for you today. You joined this team as a former world champion and track rider, a silver medalist in the Olympics, but you now have morphed into more than just a strong rider. You actually are starting to climb better and better.
It's something I've kind of been working on, and it's improved. I'm certainly not a pure climber, but the team's realised if I can get over some of these climbs, I'm valuable. So just if I do need a ride on the flat or something as well after a climb, that's a big hand as well.
So what are your thoughts on what's going to happen today?
I think it's going to be full gas from the start, really hard for the breakaway, and then I think it'll ease up, and then I think for sure the GC guys for the first time really go after it at the end.
So your role, you would like to get to the blockhouse?
Yeah, ideally. I think I've got to be up there at the start. That's an important part for me, and then getting over the second last climb if I can. I'm sure the pace will be hard. Then I can do whatever needs to be done at the bottom of the climb for Simon.
So that'll just about do for SBS, but for the detour we're going to talk about your great guitar playing. So I've seen some footage of it, and you were pretty switched on. So where did that passion come from?
I don't know. I just like me and my brother both got lessons when we were young, like a lot of people, musical instrument, and I don't know, I just stuck with it, and then actually probably more recent years just quite a nice hobby to have. I'm just quite interested in the instrument, music in general, so it's just a nice thing for me to switch off, and
Good luck today, mate. I hope you're playing a sweet tune out there, mate.
Thanks.
Yeah, some great interviews there. You could definitely feel the nerves with a lot of the riders before the start, because they knew it was going to be epic, as they said, or Demon said, 5,000 metres of climbing. But Callum Scottson rocks it out on the axe. I didn't know that. Iffy, good research.
Yeah, he got an Instagram piece that shows him not just playing a guitar, making the damn thing talk. I'm talking a maestro. It's very, very special.
You're saying he's better than me? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And you are very good on the axe, Josie. I am one of the world's great left-hand air guitar players, but you're a next step up from me. Well, he's the next couple of steps up from you.
Well, I learned from the best growing up from the likes of one of the most undervalued Australian artists. That's Kevin Wilson. He had some great songs over the journey. But look, what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. And then when we come back, we don't want to take any credit off Jai Hindley's amazing win. We're going to talk a lot about his story, and I've stolen a post-race interview so we can hear from him as well after the finish. Stay tuned for more detour.
Look at this bike. You think it's just a bike, right? But it's not. It's a bike 374 people are looking at. This guy, this girl, them, all looking at it. People from here, there, and wherever this is. People that are looking for a bike. Or just a piece of it. Amateurs, semi-amateurs, and pro-amateurs. This guy wants this bike, but with this crank and these bars. This could be the perfect match. But not this one. This girl has a bike to sell, and thousands of people might purchase it. Eyes on Bikes help grow small businesses. His, hers, yours. and the latest data and insights help those businesses keep moving. We are the world's #1 bike marketplace with over 500,000 products and 900 brands, where buyers and sellers are brought together in a place where a bike is never just a bike. Bike Exchange, where the world buys, sells, learns, and rides.
Feel more in every moment. The all-new Lexus NX.
Thanks again to Bike Exchange and Lexus of Blackburn. Go check them out. Andrew Moore and his family will look after you. lexusofblackburn.com.au and, of course, bikeexchange.com.au. And one of the other sponsors that have come on for this middle block, Iffy, is, of course, Jayco. And as we say, get behind the companies that get behind cycling. There's none more supportive over the journey than Jayco. Jerry Ryan and his team, they sold so many caravans throughout, particularly the pandemic, and there's no better time because they've just released Iffy, the 2022 series of vans, everything outdoors, and there's some absolute rippers there. So get on jayco.com.au and you'll find the latest line of vans, and you can plan your next adventure.
They look absolutely amazing.
Yep, fantastic. Now, as we said, Jai Hindley.
Trying to have dinner with Jerry Ryan at the moment. I've just.
Vazzy sent me through some photos. The dessert looks amazing. Like he's already sent me through.
That was the main reel.
The prawns.
That was one of the most amazing. That is the main meal. I haven't had that yet. I've been up here talking to you, and I just saw the photo come through of the dessert. I haven't had that yet either. So if we can have it out, I can get back.
All right, mate. Short and sharp one here. But obviously, Jai Hindley, you caught up with him 2 days ago. There was a bit of pressure coming into this race, given that he had such a great Giro in 2020, finishing second overall, a couple of stage wins, and he's gone and delivered because that was a epic finish, and he's won the final bunch kick with the select group of riders and beating the likes of, Bardet, Carapaz. This was what Jai had to say after the finish.
Well, Jay, tell us first, how does it feel?
Oh, yeah, pretty painful.
But I guess it should be a bit of a relief too, because since the Giro 2020, you have to be a bit to prove that you are at this level, and you did it today.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said in the other interviews, last year I really had quite a lot of setbacks and a lot of bad luck, and I really tried to get back to the level that I was in 2020, but last year it didn't really happen, and it was quite a frustrating year. And I came to Bora Hansgrohe and I had a fresh start, and I was really fortunate to be given the opportunity to come here with the team, and I put a lot of work the last few months to come here in as best shape as I could, and honestly I didn't know how the legs would go today, in an epic mountaintop finish like today. So I was probably as surprised as everyone standing on this mountain, to be honest, but it's incredible.
Describe us a bit how you managed your climb in the last sprint, which was really at the end of the energy of everybody, I think.
Sorry, can you say that?
Can you just describe us how you managed your climb in the last sprint?
Yeah, Richie, I could see Richie riding pretty hard tempo, and I could sort of tell when he was about to pull off, and for sure Carapaz was going to attack after that, and I just wanted to ride my own tempo. Hold I just wanted to ride my own tempo because I knew I didn't have that explosive kick that these guys had, and yeah, I could just ride my own tempo and then come back to the guys in the end.
Just to conclude, can you tell us what does it mean for the rest of your Giro? What's your ambition now?
Yeah, I mean, we came to the Giro with a really strong team and full focus for the GC. So, yeah, we want to do the best GC result as possible, and to be on the podium would be really incredible. But yeah, I mean, it's really nice to get the win today, but it's also still a long way to go to Verona. So I'm keeping that in mind as well.
Thank you very much. Congrats. Thanks. Enjoy your fun.
Yeah, very happy for Aussie Jai Hindley. He's a great guy and obviously a fantastic rider. And as you said there,
one of the best stage finish interviews I've ever seen, where normally they would never go away to with their teammates coming in. To watch him grab his teammates, grab him, that was special.
Yeah, it's great. We've got a few live comments. Kim Dixon says, thrilled and bummed. What a start to the week. Rick Jagger, son of brother of Mick, says, looking sharp,
mate.
Johnny.
I've got the bag of fruit on. I'll do the loop.
Yeah, did the loop off camera. Perfect. Jan Borman says, well, that was awesome. A three-way photo finish after a climb like that. I love the Giro. These guys are totally amazing. So sorry for Simon, though. Sheila Richard says, I was so happy for Jai. I had him picked from the beginning on my Valen fantasy team. So deserving. And Rick Jagger says, would BikeExchange not be better off playing Lucas Hamilton as a second option in GC in the future?
Yeah, I don't think Lucas came into this with the form that could win the Giro. They have one. I think they played the right tactics. It just he didn't fire today. I don't know what the answer is, but
so looking at the GC now, it looks like it's down to probably four. You got Bardet, Carapaz, Landa, and Almeida. Now, looking at Almeida, he finished fourth at the Giro in 2020. A lot of people saying that year, a lot of the results haven't really transferred, particularly last season, but we are seeing some of these guys coming back. So would you say it's down to those four now, Iffy?
A Jai in there as well.
Oh, Jai's fifth. He's only 20 seconds behind. So.
I put him in that mix.
Yep.
He's definitely a chance to win this bike race.
Yep, definitely. Now let's have a look at, obviously there's a rest day and then stage 10 follows the rest day, which is sort of a lumpy finish there. It looks like guys that have got breakaway for starters after a rest day. But Gourmet would be suited for a stage like that, you reckon, Iffy? Van der Poel?
More Van der Poel. You'd say Caleb too in normal circumstances, but that's very lumpy now. That's serious stuff, and it'll be. I still am surprised they didn't win yesterday. Those two, they almost like they worked together but didn't quite commit. They were worried of each other. They're 9 seconds down, K.5 out. Yeah, they're two of the best, most exciting bike riders in the world. I would go flip a coin for one of those two.
Geez, it'd be a good story if Gourmet can win. Just the reaction of the Eritrean community.
It'd be great.
It'd be huge.
I reckon could have won yesterday, but anyway, didn't happen. If only.
Well, what do you got planned for the rest day, Iffy? You've definitely got some good accommodation. Vazzy sent through some photos. You've got the poolside sort of villa there. You've got
go back that shot. Go back one shot, mate.
Which one?
See there. See that?
Yeah.
That one there. See the olive tree? Right in the middle of the screen, there's an olive tree.
Yep.
It's 700 years old.
Wow.
Yep. Some of the buildings in this complex, this is actually Valentino Schiotti's house, where the founder of, or not founder, the chief executive of Fantini Wines, and his family go right back to the year 700, and this is all their properties for all those years. They've just been renovating the buildings around, so we're staying in these absolutely amazing. That's my room there, or Vazzy's actually, but they're the same. Just absolutely glorious. And like, they've just been discovering old sections from the year 1500, so they've renovated that, and it's just, it's mind-boggling actually. And then the wines are even better. So there you go.
All right. Well, you got a big rest day tomorrow, Iffy. Short and sharp episode because I saw a photo of the design.
Well, we got work to do though. I'm going to go and have a PCR test or whatever it's called, proper test. The whole race is being tested tonight and tomorrow.
Yep.
And I can tell you, there will be
some positives.
Some big stories come out of it. Right? Yeah.
What do you know? What can you tell the viewers? Who's going to go?
Well, all I can tell you is this. There are some teams, BikeExchange for sure, Ineos and a handful of teams that are really strict on the whole protocols. You know, wearing masks, this bubble, isolating with the bubble. There are a lot of teams who they just walk around, mix with all the public, you know. And the way that there are so many cases around that I just can't. So I don't know anything. I just am going to be blown away if there's very few positive tests tomorrow. There you go. We'll see.
All right. Well, you heard it here first on the Detour, folks. Now we're back 7 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Oh, I need to change that graphic for the rest of the Giro. So, yeah, tune in tomorrow at 7 a.m. We'll have plenty more Detour. What sort of grabs are you going to get on the rest day, Iffy?
Not many, because I've got to go and do this. I'm back in isolation for a day. So I'm not allowed to go anywhere, not allowed to talk to anyone. So it's going to be, I think you'll have to do a bit of fishing.
All right, I have to get the old pirate sea legs on again. We'll find a way.
We'll be able to talk with anyone. So I'll make a few phone calls. I'll have some recordings there, but I won't be able to actually go and put a microphone in front of anyone. Sorry.
That's all right.
I mean, isolation for another 24 hours.
What I'll do is I'll give you some of the best bits. We're recording the Social Distance podcast, so I'll give you some of the best bits of that before it goes live. Won't even tell the boys. I'll get some insights from Buells and George Bennett, and I'll get the beep function ready to go. So stay tuned to that. We'll be back again tomorrow, guys. Enjoy your dinner and dessert, Iffy. And, yeah, plenty more Giro to come. So thanks for tuning in. See you guys.
Bye, guys.
This is the winning ride of the Tour de France.